I make a representation to Kara, P6, page 74. P6, page 74. Saying I have to take the children to UK.
Now, inter-country adoption cannot be any way other than through Kara, no?
Not everything is through Kara, but the channels are different. Because under section 56(3) of the JJ Act, all adoption under Hama, the JJ Act will not apply. Yes. So what is the route? The route is given in the Hague Adoption Convention that if you have domestic adoptions in your country according to a domestic system of law, then the authority in your country under the convention will certify it and give you a support letter or a no objection certificate, and you will apply. So what have I done?
And India is a signatory.
India is a signatory, but what is happening? Kara has said no. You have to follow the procedure of the convention, which is in the JJ Act and the regulations for the adoptions under JJ Act. They have transplanted Hama adoptions also into the JJ Act by amending the regulations. So, shall I finish this first? Because I make out my case before Kara and the Madras High Court, nobody considers it. So I want to stress on this, that I have been living with this and pressing this point.
Let us see what you have to do under the Kara. Let
All
us
right.
see the amendment JJ Act, please.
Letter from the UK government.
My lord, that is not necessary. I will come to precedent.
Citizens, no, they have to accept.
Then
What is the requisite?
There's a letter of the UK government permitting you to take those children as your children because you are.
my lord, I will explain in a moment. Just give me 2 minutes.
56.
Now, 56. Let us read 56(3) first.
From 56.
I will read the whole thing. Adoption shall be resorted to for ensuring right to family for the orphan, abandoned, and surrendered children, as per the Provisions of the Act, rules made thereunder, and the adoption of regulations framed by this. So this is very clear. Category of children is clear. Next, adoption of a child from a relative by another relative, irrespective of their religion, can be made under the Provisions of this Act and the adoption regulations framed by the authority. This is also JJ Act. Now 56(3) takes away Hindu adoptions out of the Act. Nothing in this Act, Lord, I stress, nothing in this Act shall apply to the adoption of children made under the provisions of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956. So I pause it. Once the Act has said that nothing in this Act will apply to inter-country adoptions of Hindus.
Inter-country, read 3, please.
3. This Act shall apply to adoption of children made under the provisions of Hama. Now, whether it is an in-country adoption or inter-country adoption.
No, come to 4 now. Come to 4.
Lord, I have judgments of 2 high courts, Delhi High Court and Punjab. Please. All inter-country adoptions shall only be done as per the provisions of this Act and the adoption regulations framed by the authority.
So, under the Hama,
yes, my lord,
there can be adoptions inter-country.
Yes.
There can be adoptions which are domestic.
Yes. Yes.
When it comes to inter-country, even if it is under Hama,
yes,
that is a species of adoption. There, it will be done only by the regulations framed by the authority.
Lord, can I
What
just...
are the regulations framed by the authority?
Lord, if your lordship wishes to see the regulations are under, let's come to the regulations.
Got it in this book.
No, my lord, the regulations, they keep amending them. The JJ Act has been. My lord,
Produce it separately or is it part?
I have it. I have reproduced part of it.
2022.
64 to 70, kindly have page 20.
See, adoption regulations 2022.
Kindly have page 20.
So what about these regulations which are part of the book?
Not
Here also. Yes. 2022, page 266.
It's page 49 of the counter affidavit, Madam. It's annexure R1.
Yes.
My lord, before we go to the regulations. Can we quickly have a look at the adoption convention from which all this comes? I have the convention handy. If your lordship may just permit me to.
No, convention is what you call a piece of treaty.
No, but under.
That is now incorporated in municipal law, domestic law.
Fine.
By way of the regulations of 2022.
But
they can add to it.
They can add to it, but they can't bring in the scope of HAMA adoptions to take them into the process of JJ Act adoptions.
Pardon?
Lord, what I'm trying to say is, in the adoption regulations, they have said you have to go back and follow the procedure for inter-country adoptions under the JJ Act, even if it is a HAMA adoption.
Yes.
Which is my principal grounds. And the Punjab and Haryana High Court and the Delhi High Court have said no. And they have gone on record to say that they have issued 68 support letters in HAMA cases. I have all the documents on record. Kindly give me some time. I will demonstrate my case. It is not a problem in isolation. It's a problem countrywide. The problem is Kara is filing different stands for different courts. If your lordship wishes to have.
No, but if you are on a reading of 56.4, what is the meaning?
56.4 is in respect of adoption. My lord, that is
inter-country adoptions. Whether it is under the provisions of the JJ Act.
Yes.
Or if it has been under HAMA. If it is an inter-country adoption,
kindly have paid,
go under the provisions of the
kindly have
regulations made under this Act.
Kindly have section 60.
60.
60 of the JJ Act.
Yes, please.
A relative living abroad who intends to adopt a child from his relative in India shall obtain an order from the district magistrate. It was court. They have changed it to district magistrate. Shall apply for no objection certificate from the authority in the manner as prescribed in the adoption regulations. The authority on receipt of the order under so-and-so and the application form either of the biological so-and-so issue no objection certificate under intimation of the immigration. The adoptive parents, after receiving the same certificate under subsection 2, shall receive from the biological parents and shall facilitate contact with the adoptive siblings. Then 61. Before issuing an adoption order,
provides for
intimation to the immigration country.
Both.
At the country receiving the child.
62. Your lordship is reading 62.
No, the 60, yes, subsection 2.
The authority shall, on receipt of the order from under subsection 1, the order is of the district magistrate. So what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to go to the district magistrate. Previously, everybody used to go to the guardian judge and get an order. What they have done, they say it takes too long. They have changed the court to district magistrate.
That is to the collector.
Collector, I have implemented him also. So what has happened in 68 cases? People who have done adoption under HAMA, they go to the district magistrate, they make an application. The district magistrate refers it to the district child protection unit. District child protection unit goes with its team to where the children are, sees online where the children are supposed to go, and they furnish a detailed report. Once the report is furnished by the district child protection unit, it goes back to the district magistrate. This is all prescribed in the regulations. Then the district magistrate looks at everything, hears the parties, and issues a certificate. On the basis of these documents, Kara issues a no objection certificate or a support letter. Now, where is the problem? The problem is that Kara says, no, you go and get another letter from the embassy or the country from where you're adopting about how the process is, which is the process applicable in case of JJ Act. Now, all this is counterproductive. Lord, what is the purpose of that exercise of referring me back to the home country? The purpose is to certify whether the adoption is all right, whether the adoption is for genuine purposes, there is no trafficking, etc. But the district magistrate is already doing this. And once Kara is giving us, when they have adopted, made a procedure whereby the district magistrate furnishes the report, that's the end of the story. Lord, this process has been followed in 68 cases. I was an amicus in Punjab and High Court. I assisted the Delhi High Court also. There are detailed judgments to this effect that in such like cases under HAMA, where verification.
So the collector,
Yes, ma'am.
collector has to
He has to make an inquiry.
no objection certificate
Yes.
under intimation to the Immigration Authority of India.
And of the receiver. I have no difficulty.
After an inquiry, if he wants to issue a no
He
objection,
can.
he has to give an intimation.
Can I produce specimens? I have specimens.
Then what happens?
No, what happens?
After getting the.
I go to the district magistrate. He refuses to talk to me. He said, listen, you go to Kara. Kara says, no. You start all over again. Under Articles 5 and...
No, tell us, see, district magistrate is the authority for getting a no objection certificate only.
Only on the basis of a report given to him by the district child protection unit internally. The district magistrate doesn't do an inquiry, he deputes it to the district child protection unit. And then the district child protection unit takes it forward. Can I just pass on specific?
Now, tell us, where does Kara come?
No, Kara comes in the end. Unless and until Kara gives me a support letter.
Now, after this no objection, what do you do?
I go to
After you get a no objection.
The district magistrate communicates the certificate to Kara directly.
Yes, let us go there.
Then Kara gives a no objection certificate.
Yes, let us go to the provisions, that is regulation.
Now, in the regulations, they have watered down everything.
Let us see.
Your Lordship may have regulation.
What happens after the no objection?
Your Lordship may come to Chapter 8, Regulation 64. Regulation 64. My Lord, there is the Adoption Act, then there are adoption rules, and then there are further adoption regulations. Yes, they are there, but
Please read chapter 8.
I just come to the point. 64.
Please read the heading of chapter 8.
Procedure for children adopted under Hama by parents who desire to relocate abroad. I'll just come there in a moment. Now, 64 says the adoption under Hama so and so in cases of, now this chapter shall apply.
Hama by
No, my Lord, your Lordship may kindly see.
So residing outside the country.
So, my Lord,
All adoption cases pertaining to countries outside the Hague Convention.
Now, my Lord, my adoption is outside the Hague Convention.
All right.
So, my Lord,
But you are under.
I am under A. I'm under A.
Yes.
Now, your Lordship may come to 67. Regulation 67.
So 65 is registering the applications under Hama.
Yes,
Then
that process is, I have followed everything. Now, the problem comes when we come to 67,
please read.
which is an amendment they made in 2021.
Is that-
Regulation 67.
Please read.
In the cases where the adoption deed has already been executed in pursuance under Hama. Now, my Lord, I pause here. Under Hama, the material date is not the deed. The material date is the date of adoption.
So let us see first week.
All right.
Read it.
In the cases where the adoption deed has already been executed in pursuance of adoption under Hama, before the commencement of the adoption regulations 2021. Now, this is 17/9/21. The requisite documents supporting the fact of the adoption deed shall be duly verified and recommended by the district magistrate in the format as provided in Schedule 35. This is in the schedule, is in the book. On receipt of verification of documents as per Schedule 35, the Kara shall comply with the provisions of Articles 5 or 17 of the receiving country as provided in the Hague Adoption Convention. Now, my Lord, 5 and 17 will not apply in my case because under the Hague Convention.
So you are under 67(1).
I'm under, I just want to make a point. The Hague Convention has two procedures. One is 5 and 17, one is 37. 5 and 17 is in case I want to start under JJ Act in UK. Article 37 says if you have two laws in your country and there is a domestic law prevalent, then if authority in the country certifies that, it is good for us. And that is what has happened in the number of cases on the basis of which they have issued as many as 68 letters. Now, my Lord, what is going on? Then upon 63, upon receiving such certificate, pardon, Lord?
There is one under JJ Act.
Incorporated in JJ Act.
But, my Lord, the problem is,
Adoption under Hama.
Lord, I think the Lord.
Right there.
Yes.
And
Here adoption
And the
can be
JJ Act is there. Both are there.
here the adoption is under Hama.
But it is, right?
You have to
The
correct.
provisions are now contained in the JJ Act.
Lord, can I just submit what is Article 5 and 17 of the convention?
So what is the difficulty which has arisen in your case?
Not
Tell
the
us.
difficulty.
Now there is an adoption under HAMA.
Absolutely.
Now even then, Chapter 8 will apply.
Yes, Lord.
Then what you have to do?
Lord, I am saying my adoption is of 2020.
Yes.
Hindu adoption. 17/9/21. My adoption deed is dated. My adoption under Hindu law is dated 9/1/2020. So material date is 9/1/2020 and not 19/9/2022. Because under HAMA, registration is not necessary. So, my lord, what they are doing, they are applying the amended regulations on me, which came of 2022, which came on 17/9/2021. They say, no, your adoption deed is executed in 2021. So this is a wrong inference they are drawing. My adoption is under before
See,
the
you question is this:
yes.
whether the adoption has taken place pursuant to the deed, or the adoption has taken place under a ceremony.
Ceremony.
This deed is only
Deed is only
evidence of that.
Deed is only extra.
Yes.
It is like a marriage. If I don't register my marriage doesn't become null and void.
Adoption is not. See, adoption deed, it need not be registered.
Absolutely.
Under Section 17 of the
Absolutely.
Registration Act.
Absolutely.
But there's nothing which comes in the way of registration.
Absolutely. What I am trying.
Only you can say at best
Yes.
that the adoption deed of 2022, it only recognizes the fact of adoption which occurred in 2020.
Presumption of law.
Then what happens?
Now, my lord, the net and sum and substances. What am I supposed to do? I am awaiting a support letter from CARA. I have already made an application for registration of the adoption in UK. I have already approached the family court in UK because they have a system that there is an adoption overseas.
But why the matter is not progressing? Tell us what the
My lord,
difficulty is.
the problem is they want me to go back to Article 5 and 17. 5 and 17, that is why I want your lordship to read the convention. You are your lordship.
UK government permitting you to bring those children to UK.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, what I am submitting is Article 5 and 17.
You are making them UK
UK
citizens.
citizens.
But, my lord, I will not be able to enter till UK recognizes the adoption for which I have put everything in process. They will stay put in
So
UK.
you-
The document given to CARA.
No,
And
my
CARA
lord,
will process.
the difficulty is I have approached them. They say we will not process your documents till you get a support letter from CARA. CARA says no, you start all over again.
Yes, correct. That's what.
No, but can-
One minute.
Can you-
UK court will recognize, will grant the certificate, etc. Once the CARA recognizes it, correct?
Absolutely.
So therefore,
CARA can do the verification.
the only point is the deed of adoption is of 2022.
Absolutely.
The adoption did take place. Let us go to the deed of adoption.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your lordship may have deed of adoption.
Yes, that is 19th September 2022.
Yes, my lord. Your lordship may have page 70,
Say,
page 71.
what's the reference to 9/1/2020 in that deed?
Page 71. Page 70, the deed starts. Your ladyship may have page 71. Yes,
Para 5.
para 5I. The physical act of giving and taking of both the children was performed on 9/1/2020, along with the performance of Hindu religious ceremonies in the presence of relatives.
This happened prior to the amendment.
Lord, this happens. Therefore, they can't apply the amended regulations to me. And there are precedents, Lord. I can produce certificates and I can produce orders. And Lord, to cut the long story short, I can produce. I can put before your lordships.
So you will have to only say that the adoption has taken place prior to the regulations of 2021.
Yes, Lord.
Therefore, it is a deeming provision. The requisite documents before the commencement, the requisite documents supporting the facts and adoption shall be duly verified and recommended by the DM in Schedule 35.
Lord,
That you want 67 to be applied
absolutely.
by saying that the deed of adoption relates back to the date of adoption
Absolutely.
and adoption is prior to the 2021
Absolutely.
regulation.
Absolutely.
Therefore,
Absolutely. Kindly have Schedule 35 Page 407.
Where is schedule 35?
In the regulation.
67.
Yes.
67th. Upon receiving such certificate, the Kara shall issue a so-and-so for Hague ratified countries. Lord, I am not a Hague.
Sir, please read it.
Hague.
And for cases of, now, Lord, this is what is replying to me.
Side Hague.
For cases of countries outside the Hague Convention on protection of so-and-so, the Kara shall issue support. I fall in the latter part.
That's the problem. You're not reading the full.
I'll read it slowly. Upon receiving such certificate, Kara shall issue.
I read it for you. Upon receiving such certificate, the Central Adoption Resource Authority shall issue no objection certificate for Hague ratified countries, and in case of countries outside the Hague Convention on protection of children, so and so, the Central Adoption Resource Authority shall issue a support letter upon receiving a letter accepting the said adoption from the government department.
Is UK is a Hague Convention?
This letter.
Lord, can I?
No, 1 minute. Is UK a signatory to the Hague?
Yes, it is.
Page
But
Page 139.
Just a moment. The UK has also got a process of recognizing adoptions which are taking place outside the Hague Convention. That is why I keep stressing Article 37 of the Hague Convention says that
Let us do the Hague Convention.
Could the Lordship just have this with me for a moment? See, clarify the whole thing. And we have the convention.
The petitioner is a UK citizen.
She is Hindu by religion. She remains Hindu by religion irrespective of.
But the ground reality is UK citizen.
Absolutely. But citizenship makes no difference.
Yes.
Religion makes no difference.
Religion makes no difference.
Which is this?
Lord, this is the Hague Convention.
Yes.
Now, my Lord, I am going to read the third preamble. Convinced, Lord, the state so-and-so, convinced of the necessity to take measures to ensure inter-country adoptions are made in the best interest of the child in respect to fundamental right to so-and-so. Then Article 1, to establish safeguards that the inter-country adoption shall take place in the best interest of children in respect of his or her fundamental rights in international law. Now, my Lord, may come to Article 4. Now, this is the inter-country adoption process which the JJ Act follows. Now, Article 4 says, an adoption within the scope of this convention shall take place if the competent authorities of the state of origin have established. So, my Lord, this is all pre-adoption process. That the child is adoptable, have determined after possibility within the state of origin, have given due consideration that an inter-country is in the best interest. Now, your Lordship may come to Article 5, which is the bone of contention. An adoption within the scope of the convention shall take place only the competent authorities of the receiving state have determined that the prospective adopted parents are eligible, have ensured that so-and-so have been counseled, have determined so-and-so. Now, my Lord, my adoption, not within the convention, I have not gone as an orphan abandoned slave.
Please read it again.
An adoption within the scope of the convention. Now, I stress here, my adoption is not under the convention, under the JJ Act. Shall take place only if the competent authorities are receiving state. So, my Lord, this is all pre-adoption process, not post.
You are a UK citizen.
My Lord, please, Lord.
The government says, unless and until there is a no objection certificate given by Kara,
Yes, my Lord.
we won't permit the prince to bring those documents to UK.
Please, your Lord. Please.
To obtain the certificate.
Absolutely. So, therefore, Lord, the process 417-921 was, I approach the district magistrate, he does the verification, it goes back to the district magistrate sends this report to Kara, Kara gives you a no objection.
He is willing to take that certificate from Kara. But the reason why Kara is not giving
My Lord, 5 and 17. Your Lordship now have 17. They want me to follow 5 and 17, which I say, I'll have to surrender the children and get into the queue again. Those children will not come to me because it is going to start all over again. Kindly have 17. Any decision, kindly have Article 17. Any decision in the state of origin that a child should be entrusted to parents may only be made if the central authority has ensured that the prospective are agreed. Central authority of the receiving state has been ruled such decision where such so-and-so. Central authority of the both states agreed adoption may proceed if deemed so-and-so under Article 5 are eligible and suited to so-and-so. Lord, there is an alternative procedure of the district magistrate route.
You know what that means? Under Article 17,
Yes, my lord.
if the children are amenable for adoption,
Yes, my lord.
then
I have to.
these children have to be registered. Anybody can adopt them.
Yeah, absolutely. My lord. So, my lord, what
And
happens?
you see, they are for orphans. They are for orphans or those who have been surrendered for adoption.
Who are nobody.
It is for them. Here it is a choosing. You have chosen these children.
Lord, adoption has taken place. It's
Yes.
exclusive. We can't reverse it. Lord,
These are 1 minute. These children are not surrendered for adoption. They are not surrendered for adoption.
They are children of my real brother.
But now in this country,
Yes.
in case of adoption, you can't choose.
No, you
No.
can.
Hindu marriage act can
Two marriage parents. Adoption has already taken place.
Lord, adoption is already taken place.
Adoption and adopted child.
The case of concluded.
Adoption is valid. Nobody is
when the
questioning.
adoption took place.
Lord, it took place on 9/1/2020.
Adoption has already taken place. Suppose the other way of saying it is, suppose this lady was in India, they would have been validly adopted.
But Lord, what is happening? Lord, let me slower on my speech. What Paras is doing and the district authority is doing, wherever they find that there is an adoption minus JJ Act compliance, even domestically, they pick up the children. People file habeas corpus and get the children back.
So we are not concerned with all that.
I'm only saying that
We are not going like that.
Lordship may have any.
See, once you have to say they are not surrendered for adoption.
They are my blood relatives.
Yes.
Your Lordship may just.
Orphans or children surrendered for adoption, they fall into another. They have to be in the queue.
I can't.
Anybody can adopt.
I can't put it. Your Lordship may now have Article 37 with me.
Please wait.
This case is there. Judgment of this court.
Lakshmikant Pandey said, don't touch Hindu adoption. Eventually फाइल बना तीन फाइलें इकट्ठी बंदी हुई हैं और ये खोल के उनको दे देना इसमें सब कुछ है दे दो तीनों दे दो I know my justice. That's it.